A polished AI answer can be wrong and still sound ready to use. That is both the attraction and the danger of generative AI. It can turn a rough idea into a clear draft in seconds. But it cannot take responsibility for what happens next. The AI can make the draft. You still have to make the decision. Imagine you have just finished a meeting. Your notes are messy. A deadline moved. Two people accepted new tasks. One question remains unresolved. You paste the notes into an AI tool and ask it to create a short summary, an action list, and a follow-up email. That instruction is called a prompt. A prompt tells the tool what you want it to produce. It may also include the context, format, or tone you prefer. Generative AI can create text, images, audio, video, or code. During training, it learns patterns and relationships from many examples. When you give it a prompt, it uses those patterns to construct an output that appears to fit your request. For text, one useful way to think about this is autocomplete with a much wider range. It builds a response piece by piece based on what is likely to come next. This is why it can be so helpful at the beginning of a task. Instead of staring at a blank page, you have something to react to. You can cut a paragraph, change the tone, reorganize the ideas, or ask for another version. Now return to the meeting notes. The AI produces a neat summary. The action items look clear. The email sounds professional. It feels finished. But perhaps the tool assigns a task to the wrong person. Maybe it treats a suggestion as a final decision. It may leave out a concern that everyone in the room understood, but the notes did not explain. If you ask it to add background information, it might include something outdated or simply wrong. The real risk is not only that the tool can make mistakes, it is that those mistakes can arrive in smooth, confident language. A sentence can sound certain without being true. So, the amount of review should match the possible harm. If you are brainstorming names for an internal workshop, a quick scan may be enough. The cost of a weak suggestion is low. If you're preparing a public post, customer email, or business document, slow down. Check every important fact. Confirm names, dates, numbers, and promises. Read for tone as well as accuracy because the words will represent you or your organization. If the work affects someone's health, money, legal rights, safety, or another serious decision, do not treat a fluent AI response as expert approval. Follow the relevant rules in your organization's policies. Involve a qualified person who can evaluate the output and apply professional judgment. And before entering personal, confidential, or company information, stop and check whether the tool and that specific use have been approved. Convenience does not remove the privacy risk. This does not make generative AI useless. It makes the right division of work clearer. Let the AI help you explore ideas. Let it organize rough material. Let it offer options and create a first draft. Then bring the facts, context, experience, and judgment that the tool does not own. The better question is not, can AI make this? The better question is, what could happen if this is wrong and how carefully should I review it? Generative AI can shorten the distance from a blank page to a draft. Human judgment must still cover the distance from that draft to a decision. Where do you draw that line?